the Empowering You Show. This is a lively television show that is a driving force to positive transformation in every viewer's life. Our goal is simple. It is to elevate our audience member with clear, practical, helpful advice and engaging activities. We're here dedicated to sparking a journey of self-growth and empowerment, making sure each episode is a step towards professional and personal achievement. That's how we empower you on the Empowering You Show. So get ready, it's time. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Today is August the 8th. Happy birthday, Sylvia Chester. My bestie from North Carolina. Is her birthday today. She may or may not see the show, but somebody's going to tell her that I shouted her out for her birthday. It is another Thursday. I'm so excited. I know I say that every time, but let me tell you how excited I am. Super duper hyped today because of our guest, because of what's been happening, because of the doors God's opening. Oh my God. But before I get into all the exciting things that are going on in the BHS and Associates camp, let me bring to the show the sensational, sexy, sassy, oh so smart, Shawnee Smith.
Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm so happy to be here. And for all you people out there, get yourself a Barbara. Get yourself somebody who's going to introduce you and make you feel so good every time. Okay. I'm excited to be here too. It is August 8th, 8/8. And 24 is divisible by 8. Something special about this.
Something special about that day.
This month,
8/8/24.
this year. Listen, it's harvest time.
I'm so excited. I'm bubbling over. I'm about to explode with all the things. You know, it's so amazing how I feel like I've been wandering around in the desert for 40 years, trying to do this and that and pulling this and pulling that. And oh, so unnecessary. Mm-hmm. The true meaning of let go and let God has manifested in my life. And the things that have happened in the last 48 hours are nothing short of stupendous. Starting with that CVM SDC Bach Business Opportunity Conference on the 5th and 6th of this week. Business opportunities like I have never been a part of before. And why wasn't I a part before? Because I just sat on my laurels, sat on my seat of do nothing, just sat. Now, what does that mean? Minority business enterprises. The Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Diversity Council is an advocate for small businesses, all things minority. Whether you're a veteran-owned, women-owned, female-owned, Black woman-owned, it doesn't matter, whatever minority, as long as your business is 51% minority, you can get certified. Now, what does that mean? What that means, Shawnee, we're going to get you certified after I heard what I heard at the conference. What that means...
I'm certified.
Are you
certified? Oh, yes, ma'am.
What that means is the council advocates for you with corporate partners. We're trying, and we are getting into these corporate partnerships with the help of a huge organization that's national, the largest certifying body of minority business owners in the country. That's the NMSDC. So I am really over the moon. I just got the announcement that Shawnee Smith, I don't know who she is, but has certified with as an MBA. And so we got some conversations that we got to talk about after the show.
You know all about Candy Spice. I know you know all about that.
Yeah, okay. And so Kendu Spice is definitely going to be on a trajectory going nowhere but up. So I'm super excited about that. All kinds of things happened. I went to volunteer, ended up being on the stage as an MC. I met people from Dominion Energy, the minority supplier diversity managers of Lockheed Martin and Dominion Energy, VCU Health. These are people I sat at the table with. Sitting
Cisco.
at the table. At the table? Okay, I'm sorry. So I'm super excited about what's happening and who I can pull to come along. Shawnee Smith is one of those, but there are some other people that I know have to be there. And shout out and thank you to Corey Mosley, who kind of kicked me in the pants and said, "What you mean you're not going to be there? What are you thinking about?" I said I was thinking about it. He says, "What is there to think about it? Be there." His literal words were to me, "Be there." And I'm so glad I was there because Holly Bird Miller was there, Dr. Adrian Cosby was there, my girl, Miss Barber, Angela Barber was there, people I know. So I wasn't alone in the room. There were so many people I know. I don't want to miss anybody. I met a new friend, Craig Whitmore, who is going to help us with some things at the event. I can't really tell you what it is because you got to come to the event. Okay, I'm just saying.
And don't forget Dominique.
Dominique Milton, of course. Listen, she is definitely not forgotten. Dominique Milton is the CEO, ED, director person over all of CVMSDC. And if not for Darica Alexander, which I didn't know was Dr. Darica Alexander, by the way, if it was not for Dr. Darica Alexander, the connection that was made might not have been made. But when God is when you're in God's path, when you are doing the things that he wants you to do to serve his people. Thank you, Anton Gunn, for that message. If you're not serving and you're not empowering, then you're not leading, was his message. If you're not serving.
That message last week with Kimmy. Same thing. Leadership is service.
Yeah. You're not serving. You're not serving your clients, your customers, the people who are near you. Then you're not empowering them to get better, do more, be bigger, dream bigger, then you're really not leading. So leadership is key. Shawnee, what we got?
I can't release what we're doing right now, but just know that God is in this, okay?
Yeah.
But this year, October 25th through 27th in Ocean City, Maryland, ladies, if you're not there, you are missing out on the opportunity to change the trajectory of the rest of this year and the rest of your life. Men out there, if you know a woman who needs this push, that needs to be uplifted with their hand held to walk through the journey, you need to gift this to them.
Yes.
If you're not sure you can do it, if you have development dollars at your company, ladies, you need to be one of only 30 select women.
That's right.
Who get the opportunity to be face-to-face, boots on the ground with coaches, not up on the stage, in the mix, to ask them how you did what you did so that you don't have to go running around in circles, wandering around in the desert for 40 years. I'm just
success leaves clues, baby. And you'll be able to be amongst the leaders of leaders. Women who have been on the stage and stages and pages of the greatest that there are. And, you know, some of us have affiliations with Lisa Nichols, Les Brown. Now you may not be able to get to Lisa Nichols or Les Brown, but you can get to the leaders at Sisters Inspire Sisters to events. You'll be able to talk to a leader from the continent of Kenya, from the continent of Africa, in the country of Kenya. I am telling you, this event is going to up-level, upskill, and propel your trajectory, hands down, no question. And the investment is minuscule based on the experience that these ladies bring together. So,
you're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars of expertise. Hundreds of thousands of. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
and
Yeah.
years of studying,
Yeah.
all condensed, packaged up real pretty in a bow on the beach, no doubt.
And you can ask any question you want. You'll be able to touch hand to hand, arm to arm, lock arms, and get, if you have been feeling like you're undervalued, if you have been feeling like you're unheard, if you have been feeling like nothing's working, this is the place you are going to need to be. This is the place you got to be. There's
Period. What did Corey just tell you? It's nothing to think about. Be
right,
there.
right. And many of us do things after we've calculated and after, and I can't do that.
No, because what'd you do? You take the long way. We got the GPS for you. Don't take
Who's
the
more
long way.
worth it than you? Who's more worth it than you? We as women spend time and money on everybody else and everything else. We spend time and money on our husbands, our significant others, our children, our church. We do things for everybody else. Why not do something for yourself this time? It's not selfish to do self-care. That's what this is.
It's
It's not
so full.
selfish to do self-care. You're
No.
caring for the future of your family. It's a trickle down effect. Like my mother said the other day, it's like a pebble dropped in a lake. The ripple effect of what you're going to learn, gain, glean, and go away with, including concrete steps. There's always this hype when you go to a conference. You're all hyped up, and then you go back to reality. And then what? Well, you won't have to wonder that at this conference because we're going to give you strategies, tips, techniques, tools, a few little tricks to keep the momentum going on throughout the rest of your life. Be here for this conference. Sisters Inspire Sisters to Advance 2024. We are going to be at the Ocean City, Maryland Resort of Hilton Inn and Suites. And the food, baby. Never mind about the food. Let's talk about what you're going to get. You're going to be full with more than just food.
And
So,
speaking of
check with Mark. Lisa, is Lisa ready? Are we able to bring her video up? Okay.
we can save the video for later because we got a powerhouse on here, so we gotta act like it.
That's right. So it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce you to a trailblazer, someone who is a visionary in the world of entrepreneurship and leadership. She's got a phenomenal bio, and I'm not going to read it. I'm going to tell you what I know about Lisa. Lisa has a heart of gold, and she has a heart of God. Lisa is all about helping serve other people. I met Lisa some time ago through Brian, her husband, McNeill. And I want to tell you that from that moment that we set eyes on each other, we were friends. Now, there's not many people in life that you come across and immediately you have such a connection with that you call her your sister. But this is my sister from another mister. And she is an phenomenal, not just in her own being, but phenomenal in her craft. She knows about business and she knows about leadership. Let me not have any further ado and bring to the stage one of our phenomenal speakers on the platform at Sister Inspire Sisters to Advance, Lisa Santiago-McNeill.
Woo-hoo! I love it. I love
right, we gotta do this. Round of applause.
Exactly. I love it, and I'm so honored at all the kind words that you said, but you speak the truth. And I'm telling you, the moment that Sister Barbara and I met, we weren't even introduced yet.
No.
We were sisters. Like, oh, and I'm sorry, what was your name again? Because we were already in the conversation and into everything. But I want to say this. One of the things that I have realized on this journey that I think I underlooked is that I am a visionary.
Baby, I don't know how you underlook that. Of all the things.
Absolutely. I underlooked it because I hearken back to who I used to be as a little girl. They see your manifestation abilities and your visionary abilities, and you're a daydreamer.
Oh, yeah.
And you always have your head in the clouds.
Oh, yeah.
But understand, from the beginning, I could see further than the average bear, if you will.
I was going to say that.
Bear. I can see into the core of who and what it is that you are working with, to see the orchard that you are destined to become. And I get to leverage this gift with many of the women that I come in contact with at different levels. Some of them are in positions that they are already walking in their greatness, but some of them have yet to see everything that they are capable of. And I'm excited. I am excited. Sister to inspire, sisters to advance. I'm going to have to take this eyelash off. But sisters inspire, sisters to advance.
You know what? Hold up. Right there. My sister said, I took mine out. I did because I couldn't do them. I wasn't worried about. Normally, I come to the camera with no glasses, and today was not that day. And I'm so. I will snatch a lash. I will snatch a lash.
In a minute. First of all, these lashes was not even put on. My husband would tell you they happened to have been sitting on my computer already, and I just perched them atop. I said, they can only see me on screen. It's okay. But understand, it's important to remember what is inside of you. And sometimes I have to help my sisters to go back in that journey equipped with the wisdom that they've gleaned. So you're not going back to have a pity party. No, you're going back to see the resilience, the tenacity, the creativity, the excellence, and the exuberance that defined you even when you didn't realize it. So that now you can bring that forth and step into the space bigger, brighter, and bolder than you could have ever been before. Because now you don't only know who you are, but I'm going to help you to know whose you are.
Amen. You better say that. Let me tell you, you hearing one of the speakers. We're going to have the other one soon, but this one right here, if you miss Lisa Santiago-McNeill, you have missed a whole, as they say in the country, a whole bunch you done missed, right? I'm saying.
So let me say this, Sister Barbara.
She is so powerful, as you can see right now. Go ahead, sis.
So what I was going to say, you mentioned during the promos, you were talking about getting whatever you have to do to make this happen. Do whatever you got to do, count your coins, pull them together, whatever. But I'm going to tell you about my journey. Because the very first conference and retreat that I went on, I did not have the money to afford to go to it. It was $12,000.
Say it again.
It was $12,000. I put every credit card together. 12,000, 1, 2, and a couple of 3 zeros at the end.
How long ago?
12,000. That was 9.5 years ago. 9.5 years ago. But the exponential growth is multiplied exponentially by that 12,000. But let me tell you, it was not just gathering the money, because that actually started first. It was taking the time to show up at this retreat, not even knowing where I was going to lay my head. Please know that a lot of times you in the city, you putting together your coins and your nickels, you go into this retreat and it's all inclusive, everything, your room, everything. No, I was going to Florida, 630 miles away from my house, and I did not have the cost of the hotel. I only had the cost of the event. But I'm telling you, God told me that what he needed to pour into me was going to be there. And so when I heard God say it was going to be there, I remembered that I was from New York. And in New York City, people are homeless in the wintertime. Surely I could be homeless for 3 days on the beach.
Lord have mercy.
No, that's some faith. And I was about to say a bad word for that tail. We're gonna say.
I showed up there with 3 pairs of underwear and 2 sundresses in my sling bag and walked into the place like I had just got off the plane like everybody else, getting ready to go to my room, but I didn't have a room. But I tell you what, I never, ever, not one day slept on the beach, although I was ready. Every single time that the doors were open, I ran into that conference room. I sat at the front of the conference and I made sure that I got every bit of what was going on. And what happened was everybody was so excited that I was excited. I didn't have money for lunch. I brought myself some cheese and crackers in that purse with those underwear. And I'm going to tell you the truth. It wasn't underwear. They was drawers. I had 3 pairs of drawers in my bag. 2 packs of peanut butter and cheese crackers and 2 sundresses. And that's how I was going to make it through those 3 days. But every meal, somebody came up to me and said, oh my goodness, can we take you to lunch and just pick your brain? Can you come sit with me and I want to talk to you? And then the moment of truth came when it was time to adjourn for the evening. After the ladies took me to dinner, then we came back to the hotel that I wasn't registered to stay at. And they're going to the front desk to get their rooms. So I lay back because I'm going to hide out in one of the bathrooms tonight and sleep in there or sleep in the lobby or sleep up against somewhere. But I was going to be there for the next session. I'm going to tell you that they kept on coming to me. So I had to walk up to the front desk and act like I was asking them something. And I asked them something, but I didn't ask them where my room was because I know I didn't have one. Then I walked back to my group and I said, oh my goodness, I don't know what's going on. There seems to be some trouble with my room. There was some trouble. I didn't have one. But 3 out of the 4 ladies there said, I got an extra bed in my room. You can stay with me. Now I had spent $12,000 from 4 different credit cards and donations from friends, plus a buddy pass one way to get there, and had to figure out where I was going to sleep, how I was going to eat, and how I was going to get back. But that was not more important than sowing into my destiny because I knew I could see what God had for me. Now, I think Sisters to Inspire, Sisters to Advance, it is not $12,000. However, you will walk away from there inspired to build your business exponentially. And the next time a $12,000 conference comes around, you will be first in line. It might even be you that's hosting it.
Come on, Lisa.
Tell the people, okay? For the people in the back, yes.
Because the truth will make you free.
Yes.
The limitation of who you are and what you can do is all living between these 2 ears.
That's right.
And God said all things are possible.
Not some things.
Not some things, not a few things, not the things on Wednesday and Thursday and Tuesday, but all things. Understanding that He wants bigger for you, greater for you than you can even perceive. And it's possible that you are holding back your blessings because you fail to believe that they are possible.
And all you get is 30 minutes of this help. All you get is 30 minutes of this help.
Because I'm what day was it? 3 days ago? I'm reading the unanswered prayer is the one that's unasked.
That's right.
And 100% of prayers you don't ask will not be answered.
Absolutely.
So if you don't ask, if you don't believe, the word said ask, seek, and knock.
He said ask, seek, and knock. I was getting ready to say that. You took the words out of my mouth. I don't know how more clear he can be. He said, ask, seek, and knock. And the word ask has ask, seek, and knock in it. I'm telling you, how many different ways can God tell you to get up off of your seat of do nothing, get in the midst of greatness, allow the anointing to fall on you, walk in your goodness, your greatness, your glory, and your position, and become who you have always been predestined to be.
I can't wait. I can't wait. You mean we ain't doing it?
We're gonna go to Sisters Empower to Sisters to Advance, equipping the women of God.
That's right.
To understand that imposter syndrome is a satanic design to keep you from becoming who you already are. Peter, you're walking on water.
It is real because
it's real.
Because but you got to arrest, declare, and decree the devil is a liar.
He is.
Oh, raggedy.
Because I was right there, Lisa. You and I have talked about this many times. Both of us have been right there wondering, am I supposed to do that? You know, they might be offended because my personality's so big. Let me tell you, say, listen, Linda, listen.
That's right. Let them be offended. Let God arise and my enemies be scattered.
If you're going to be offended because I am so bright, then put your doggone sunglasses on, because the time out, putting myself underneath a shade.
Right. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. I understand it doesn't matter how great you have already gotten. The limiting beliefs can take even those in the highest positions and bring them down. Imposter syndrome does not wait in the sidelines for those who haven't done anything. It's often those that have just accomplished something or just become something that suddenly comes upon you and makes you doubt that you can do what you are already doing.
Mm-hmm.
What you have been destined to do.
Peter was walking on the water.
Now, don't you agree, too, that it has a lot to do with your circle? Because as you elevate, you have to go with those that do. Then you won't feel like you have to play small because you're not in the same arena with somebody who is still small.
But I'm gonna leave them behind. But they've been my buddies for, and I don't want.
They can be your buddies. They can be your buddies from a distance. I love you, love you, love you. I
love you, but I can't stay here.
But I can't stay here.
I can't stay here.
No.
Oh, you've changed.
That was the goal. That was always the goal.
That was the objective.
You think I work like Jay-Z says that best? You think like I work this hard to stay the same?
Right. We're not going to do that. We're moving forward. Moving ahead. Exactly. You don't go to your kindergarten teacher in college.
Oh, that's a good analogy, Lisa.
I mean, think about it. We often spend so much time I hear it often. She's changed. You've changed. If she didn't change, then she might have arrested development. She might need to get a check from somewhere else.
No, that was funny. Okay, hold up. I think I'm feeling that.
Say it again,
Lisa. Follow with a long blink.
Okay. When you think about when people think about the fact that she never changed. If you haven't changed, then you might have arrested development. And if you have arrested development, you might need to be getting a check from somewhere else. So I'm just saying.
Who can argue with that? What you gonna say? Well, I'm keeping it real. Yep. My friend Lisa says you could probably get a check for that.
Exactly.
You're keeping it real dumb.
You can get a check for that. Absolutely. Absolutely. People who do the same thing that they've always done is going to keep getting the same thing that they've always got. Dr. Meyer,
no. I don't think you got that right. You can keep doing the same thing that you've always done, and you'll get a different result.
No, I think you got it wrong.
No, that's not going to happen. I just want to see what anybody was listening out there. to think
Absolutely.
that you
But
do the same thing.
Nothing changes if nothing changes.
changes if nothing changes. Absolutely. Your strength and your goodness, the best part of you is as a result of you stepping out of your comfort zone.
Oh my gosh. And is it scary? Yes, it is. But isn't that
Yes.
what faith is? Doing things
Absolutely.
that you can't accomplish yourself.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things
Not
not seen.
seen. If
And
you
when
can
I
see-
close my eyes, I ask God to show me the magnificence that you
Show me.
have planned for me, because in my limited eyesight, I may not be able to see it. And I think it was Sister Shani who said, sometimes your power doesn't match your pocketbook.
Yes, you did.
You know what? I did say that, and I love it. I'm just saying.
Yes,
I got a quote.
it's gonna be on a shirt. Just hold on, it's gonna be on a shirt, and I'll put a little hashtag Shani Smith on there, but I'm gonna wear it. Amen. Because understand that there may be moments in this journey, because I'm gonna tell you, entrepreneurship doesn't go like this.
Oh, ma'am.
It goes like this.
Oh, ma'am.
A couple loop-de-loops, all that.
Right. But understand, and we talked about this morning, my husband and I, understand that in order to get a strong distance trajectory on a bow and arrow, you got to pull it back. Right? In order to get height on a pole vault, you got to run backwards and then come forward.
Yes.
Understand that while you're going back, don't worry about who's back there, because some of them ain't never left there.
Sorry.
But you're just visiting.
Temporary.
You're not staying.
It's a temporary.
So you might not even need to greet them. Don't even talk to them. Just keep on going, because you're going back to continue to move forward.
That's so good.
Bearing that in mind, it's so important. And we're going to equip you with these tools at the Sister Inspired Sisters to Advance, because I'm keeping it real.
Yeah, all of us.
Keeping it real. Full transparency.
Yeah.
Full transparency.
I got to pause you right there, Lisa. That's the part that I love about the sisters that are invited.
Mm-hmm.
We have phenomenal speakers. Yourself, Dr. Obiama Martin. Listen.
You.
Okay, me. But listen, all of us successful in our own rights, but we're not afraid and ashamed to tell you the backstory of how we wasn't always successful. People look at us today and say, oh, she doing this and she got that and she, listen, it is not, the place we stand is not the place we came from.
Right.
And we're able and willing and wanting to let you know that the place you stand right now is not the place you're going to.
That's right.
And the way you do that is honor the small things.
Absolutely.
Honor the journey.
That's right.
But people don't stay there knowing that there is much, much more in store for each and every one of us.
That's right.
I'm an ordinary person. Lisa's ordinary person doing extraordinary things because she's in the hand of the man who stills the waters.
Absolutely.
The one who destined her, predestined her before the foundations of the world.
Absolutely.
We understand. We come here with gifts. We come here with talents. We come here with a journey. We want to figure it out because we don't want to be messing it up.
Right.
That's right.
We can manufacture our own miracles. Well, I can handle this part. I'll talk to God when I'm like on my deathbed, when I'm sick. No. He wants to be involved in all of it.
Every step along the way. But let me also remind people, Sisters to Inspire, Sisters to Advance Retreat Conference is an executive level retreat.
Come on.
Right? That means that you are in the room with those who have gotten to where it is that you want to be.
That's right.
Intimately, you can even steal off into a corner after session and say, can I talk to you? Can I hear from you? You don't have to wait. We are there for your questions, for your edification, and for your prayers. If we need to go off and go pray for somebody, understand if there is something that we can do to edify you, you're not meeting with the people's people. This is an executive retreat. You are meeting because you are the executive and we are the executives.
Yes.
Okay. So you are coming as business owners, as women with ideas and dreams and thoughts who are looking to move people to the next location.
Absolutely.
We have done these things. We are not behind the veil. We are right here, upfront and personal, sharing with you what it is that you want to learn. And I dare say, even in the question and answers, it may be something that we didn't think to bring forth, but you could still ask those questions and we will make sure that you get the answer.
And you said something really important, Lisa. Not only is this for executive women, but anybody that leads a person. Yeah. That doesn't mean it's in corporations.
No.
Are you leading your family? Are you leading at church? Are you leading Girl Scout, Boy Scout clubs? Anybody that's in a leadership capacity that is struggling or maybe questioning whether they're supposed to be there because they feel like there's no support. This is your support system.
Absolutely.
This is your support system. And when I say support system, I don't mean just for 3 days. These sisters have stayed connected since the very first one. So you have somebody to call and say, listen, Lisa, I experienced such and such. Can I get on your calendar for 15 minutes?
Hello.
Do you have 5 minutes for me? Can I text you a question and you send me the answer?
Yes,
you have a support system from now until forever. Amen.
Amen.
And with the other ladies too.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody. With the other ladies too. That's also what's important to realize because together we're stronger.
Oh, let's talk about we're stronger together.
Oh my goodness.
I attended an event on Sunday and it was called Black Woman Mixer. What they talked about was the power of women. Now, I got to tell you, might be some men watching this here broadcast, and they might not like what I'm about to say, but women have not just carried children. Women have carried this entire world. Women. I don't care. Black, pink, purple, polka dotted. I don't care. Women have carried this world. Why do I say that? That old adage about behind every successful man is a woman. Listen. I don't even want to hear that for real.
Say less.
But the point of the matter is when we make a decision as a group of women to do anything, I don't give a rat's to tootie what it is. When we make a decision to come together, the power that we have to make things happen is unleashed, unquestionable, and unrelenting. And so at this event, we talked about just that. And there's an undercurrent that some other people don't know is happening. Y'all can put all y'all poll numbers together all y'all want. But when these sisters are coming together, and I'm talking sisters from around the world, coming together, women on the continent of Africa, women on the continent of North America, women on the continent of Asia, when these sisters are coming together to make a decision, to make a movement, it's like a wave coming to the shore. You can stop that.
Nope.
And you can add up all the little sand. You can add up all the little coins. You can add up all the little poles you want. But you're not going to see this here strike. And that's all I'm going to say about that. It's happening.
You sure? That's all you're going to say about that?
That's all I got to say about that.
The tsunami effect? Okay.
It is.
It's going to be a tsunami.
It really is. It really is. It's going to be a tsunami. And the power of women is undeniable.
Undeniable.
we actually contain the DNA of every woman that came before us. Because understand that when we were born with all the eggs that we would ever carry. That means our mother's mother carried the DNA that carried the DNA that carried the egg that carried us. And it perpetuates forward. When you say that you hear it from the ancestors, you heard it from the ancestors, I want people to really understand that they are watching. They're here with us. They're seeing, they're empowering, they're emboldening us to get to the next level. They have been through so many things,
so much,
that it would be a crime for you not to accomplish that which you have been sent to do.
And we all been sent to do something. Is that right?
We have. Right. He promised us. Yeah. In Jeremiah 29:11, he said, I know the plans that I have for you for good and not for evil, that you will have a desired end. You know why he knows the plans that he has for us? Because it's his plan.
He created it. Because he created it.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you think you can fail, then that means you think God can fail.
That part right there.
And who wants to admit to that one?
I know. I can say, you know,
exactly.
When asking for little things,
knowing you can do all things. That's right, because you can do all things.
Mm-hmm. We asking for stuff, the stuff that we can do ourselves.
Right.
That's what
why do you think that is? Do you think it's because subconsciously you don't want to be disappointed? Yes. Or do you truly believe that if I just ask for this little thing, I know I can get that. I know God will give me that.
Yes.
It's insulting. That's when somebody says to you, you have a quarter? I'll give it right back. And then you say, I'm worried about that quarter.
Listen, we have amazing things coming for you in October 25, 26, 27 at Sisters Inspire Sisters to Advance. You've only heard a teeny tiny tip of the iceberg from
a teeny bit. A teeny tiny
tidbit from the phenomenal, incredible, lovely Lisa Santiago-McNeill. You got to come back. When we come back from the event, you're going to be sorry you didn't come if you don't come. So just come.
Just come. How do they come?
How do they come? They go to, where's the website? They go to barbarahsmith.com, and the pop-up for the event is the first thing you'll see. barbarahsmith.com. Thanks for the reminder. barbarahsmith.com, and just go there just to find out the information, the details, everything you need to know.
Everything is there.
Tell them again, Lisa.
Everything is there. And can I say one more thing about this?
You're gonna have the buyout. You're gonna have the end cap. You're gonna have the end cap. I'm gonna give you.
Absolutely. Well, I want to share this real quick. And there's another little story. I know we're getting ready to leave, but we want to see you at the Sisters Inspire Sisters to Advance. Get your tickets at barbarahsmith.com. Understand, the very first conference, I'm not talking about the very first coach that I had, he would not allow me to pay for him. His session was $1,200, and I knew I was going to take that class, and I was going to go and get my money, and I was going to make it. And he said, there's one caveat. You cannot pay for it yourself. He said, I want you to go to your friends and family who believe that you should be doing what I will teach you how to do. Wow. And let them invest in you. And I'm telling you, I thought that was the craziest thing that I had ever heard in my life. I didn't want to go begging in my mind. I didn't want to go begging nobody for nothing. I had my own money and I was going to do it, but I didn't have the money handy, but I had the money at work. I could take it out of my 401k. I was going to go, right? But then as I got off the phone with him, my sister called me up and she said, how was that meeting? I said, it was amazing and I want to take his coaching, but he said he wouldn't coach me unless my people, my friends and family would invest in me to take this class with him. And she said, how much is it? And I thought she was getting ready to clown me. And I told her it was $1,200. And she said, you on your way home? I said, yes. And she said, I'm going to meet you there with a check. And she gave me a check for $250. That was the first blessing. The second phone call I made going out, I called my brother because I knew that I could count on my brother to bust my balloon, to talk me back to reality and tell me, girl, you always falling for something. And this man just trying to take your money. I told him what was going on. He said to me, Lisa, I don't have $300. I don't have $1,200. I don't have $300. He said, but I do have overdraft protection. And I'm going to send you a check for $300 and you cash it quick. And I'll take care of what that is. Wow. And after I finished crying my face and my eyes, I got another phone call. After I hung up with my brother, I got a phone call in. And it was my brother's pastor, who I did not know. And he said, what's your PayPal? Now, I didn't know a whole lot about business at that time, but I knew that if you gave somebody your PayPal to put something in, they couldn't take something out. So I gave him my PayPal ID and he deposited some money. And I said to him, thank you, because it said ping. And I said, thank you, but why? He said, I just spoke to your brother right after I got up from prayer. And I was asking God for a financial blessing. And God said to sow, to get a financial blessing, you got to sow financial seed in good ground. So those 3 phone calls, I had enough to take this class for $1,200, and I didn't even ask nobody. I just admitted that I was supposed to receive help.
Oh, Lord.
Well, I called him right away and I said, sir, I am ready to sign up and ready to start. When can I start? He said, do you have the money? I said, yes, sir. He said, are you paying it yourself? I said, no, sir. And I told him the story. And I said, so when can I start? He said, you already have.
Lord have mercy.
You already have. Your obedience is better than sacrifice. I'm telling you that there are some people that are waiting to see you become great because they need your greatness to trickle down and they're willing to support you to get there. Give them the chance to support you. That's and right. We need to see you at Sisters Inspire Sisters to Advance 2024. Go to bit.ly/sister, SISTA 2024 and be in the building with bells on. We love you.
With that, okay.
Drop the mic.
I just got here in time. Carmelita.
Hey, Carmelita.
We are so happy you're here, Carmelita. If you just saw it at the end, it's okay. You can watch the replay. #replay and watch it again. It is a phenomenal show today. And we didn't know we have to get out of here, but thank you so much, Lisa. Give us where we can reach you if we want to just chat with Lisa.
The best way to reach me is to go to calendly.com/Lisa Santiago. Calendly.com/Lisa Santiago. Let's talk.
I love it. We got to go. It is, what time is it? I don't have my watch, but I know what time it is. It's time for you to step into your greatness. See you at Sister Inspire Sister to Advance 2024 because the world is waiting for you. We're out. Thank you so much for being here. You are phenomenal as always.
Listen.